Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. This is your buddy Leo checking in again. I hope you had a good turkey day. I did. Went over to my buddies. We's all COVID-91 negative, so it was all kosher. We went over there and, you watch football on Thanksgiving, and they fed me a good meal. And I thought I had in my head that the Seattle Seahawks was playing today. That's why I got my Seattle Seahawks colors on. They wear this real bright color. It's pretty close. And boy, the reason I like him though, they got this guy Russell Wilson, and boy is he something else. He takes off a running and a bobbing and a weaving and just speeding along. But when he sees them big boys are bearing down on him, he goes in to the prettiest baseball type slide you ever seen, which means they can't hit him, and then he just pops back up. I just think that's the coolest thing I've done ever seen. But he didn't play it. They didn't play it all. Now, excuse me. Got choked up. I don't have the COVID-91 though. But anyway, and I'm a little distracted because you know what I've been through. My wife, she done left me, took all my stuff, took my stereo, but you know all that's real. I won't cry my beer no more. But my buddy, he is a pharmaceutical salesman, and is he ever rolling in the dough. He sells this a shot that I reckon they just put in a feller's arm, and if he's got a hankering for the opioids, because unfortunately I come from a populace that's been ravaged with the opioid crisis, and it eases the cravings for them opioids. I wish they'd make something that ease my cravings for women. But anyway, I never been too tempted to try them things, because I've been curious, and I ain't gonna lie, but they said, Leo, them things will constipate you. Now, being in the sewer business, that on the surface, kind of like surface water, that sounds good, because that's just less material in the lines a little bit. But personally, no. Because when I get plugged up, I get mean. So I've been able to stay away from the opioids, but boy, that Washington football club, they're calling them, they just whooped up on old Dallas, and Dallas has this redhead boy playing for him, and he just didn't do no good at all. But the other feller, he was the quarterback in the Washington team, and that name is kind of classy, I think. Washington Football Club sounds like an English soccer team. But that feller, he got this gruesome leg injury a few years ago, and he's had 17 surgeries. That's worse than my Aunt Mildred, who when she fell down the steps that time at Christmas after a few eggnogs, she only had to have 4 operations. But he got out there and played real good. But I'm a sewer man through and through. But there is more to life than sewage. And that's why I think it's good that they changed that name from Redskins to just call it a plain football club. Because I don't come from a melting pot, but I've got certain cultural sensitivities about these things, and honestly, I think we done stole enough, frankly, from the Indians, and we don't need to use that a name like that no more. So I say bravo to them fellas. I don't know what they're going to call themselves, the Red Tails, Red Hawks, Red Asses, I don't know, but better than what they was calling them. But I said there's more to life than sewer, and there is. On a national scale, I see where the president, he's about finally ready to throw in the towel, and I say bravo. Because sometimes the true measure of a man is to just say, I got beat. That reminds me, it's sort of like when I was on a sewer job one time. It was all bad, 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 bad. And I just had to holler at them fellas. I said, fellas, these turds have just defeated me. Defeated me through and through. I don't know what else to do. So that's just an example when a man's just got to say no mas, like Roberto Duran did that time. You fellas old enough to remember. But anyway, this is Leo. I'm going to wrap it up now and say, I hope you had a good Thanksgiving and you stayed away from the COVID-91 and you just keep them between the lines and you tune in to your buddy Leo next time. And if you like this, you go to my YouTube channel and hit subscribe, and then you'll get more of these dispatches from old Leo. So good night, and God bless you and yours.